loves overtime games. Everyone except for those of us in the media. Dee Harris had a heck of a time tonight trying to meet a deadline. It's tough when those of us in the media have to cover an overtime game and you've got that deadline. That time isn't moving. And you did it, though. I mean,
dude,
it's always fun.
The drive back, trying to get back here was brutal, but I saw an awesome game. I must have the magic touch when it comes to going to some of these games, but I made it back.
You did.
I made it back. I'm here.
Let's do it. Is this now 3 great games you've seen, or 2?
This is my third one.
Third one.
Yes,
so
man.
Batting 1,000.
I mean, overtime. That's all I can say. It's do or die. Got to put it in overtime. That's all I can say, man.
All right, well, let's take a look, Dee, and see how Mount Vernon and Ashland duked it out tonight in OT.
All right, let's do it, baby. You already know. All right, Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets went right to work, pounding the rock inside with baskets from Blake Meyer and Evan Boatwright. Ashland responded with makes from Luke Denbo and Nathan Smith, swinging the tide into their favor, yet Mount Vernon bangs inside for 2 more. Soon after, Eli White drops a tray to head to the half, 29 to 32.
Move. That's a nice move.
You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. Anyway, as we jump into the fourth, the Arrows went back to the inside game off of a Luke Denbo make. And this kid had 31 for his squad tonight, including 3-pointers before overtime. However, during overtime, Ashland would struggle to score as Mount Vernon continued to grind, riding out a 17-point night from Evan Boatwright as the Yellow Jackets win 70-65.
Wow, so a big-time win here for Mount Vernon, going on the road, D, and pulling this off. Really impressive stuff for Mount Vernon here.
Very impressive for Mount Vernon, but let me tell you something. Both of these teams tonight have absolutely nothing to be ashamed about. They went to war. And one thing I have to say about Ashland, they took the L tonight. And I know one of their players tonight, Luke Denbo, he dropped 31. Unfortunately, it was in a losing effort. But look, they should not hold their head low on anything tonight. They went to battle. I'm talking hard fouls. I'm talking gritty defense, all the stuff I talk about every time I sit in this chair. You saw it all. And these kids can play.
Right.
It was loud. One thing that makes these games great is the crowd is always into it. Great atmosphere. And, I mean, it just hypes the players up even more, and it just kept getting more entertaining. Then we hit halftime. I'm like, wait a minute, it's super competitive. Then we hit overtime. I was like, uh-oh. It almost went into double overtime too, man.
You would have loved it. You would have loved it.
Yeah, but I loved everything I saw tonight. I mean, Evan Boatwright for Mount Vernon did great tonight. When I know Luke Denbo had a 31-point night for his squad, but Evan Boatwright played hard. You could see the passion in his face every time he went for a play. I even heard him from the floor screaming after a timeout, let's play basketball, let's play basketball. And you know what? His team came out tonight. He was the leader, and he made sure they got it done.
Yeah. Always a great atmosphere, too, over in Ashland. And I've talked about this, too, that I just think I enjoy covering basketball down here so much because it's so competitive. A lot of the teams are very well balanced in this area, and it always, I would say 8 or 9 times out of 10, you get a really competitive game. And, of course, you're 3 for 3 now this year. So
yeah, and I love it because I feel like this whole area here is like it's a great high school sports town. And when you have like that support from your community as well for these kids who are going out and doing what they love to do, I mean, it makes them want to put in the effort to play well. Yeah. And I definitely saw that tonight from both sides, like those sections tonight. Man, I thought last week's cheering sections for the Crestview game were loud. Man, like, bro, you had to be there. That's all I can say. You had to be there.
I would have been, but they keep me here. They keep me here, D. Otherwise, I would have been there. Mount Vernon now 2-0. What do you like about them?
Right now, what I like about them is they don't give up, and they're kind of old school in a sense that they will pound the ball inside. And they did take some outside shots, but it's like it was mid-range, inside. And then if the shot is there, if you are open, then you take the three or the open jump shot. They didn't force anything tonight. One thing they did do tonight was they played with the lead a little bit, and they let their foot off the gas, and then they put a little bit more oomph into their play, and that's how we got to overtime in the first place. Because they almost let it go, but they held on, pulled it out. I mean, hey, I always say it like this. Ashland came out expecting not to get cracked in the mouth, and everybody has a plan until they get cracked in the mouth. And then, you know what? Mount Vernon, bam.
Good stuff, D. Good stuff. Great game. When we get back, we will wrap things up here on the Ohio Health Scores and More. Travis Berardi will join me. Pleasant at Shelby. Stick around. We'll be right back after this.